Now your local sports with Collin Talbert.
Their 9th appearance since 2006, Laurel girls hockey has become regulars at the Class A state tournament. The past 2 seasons, a pair of third-place finishes. Could this be the year, though, to make another run at a title? They open up with New Ulm in the quarterfinals, and they get the start they wanted. Mackenzie Olker centers to Tiffany Foster, who knocks it in. 1-0 Warroad after one. A few minutes later, man advantage. Justin Beaudry from the point. That gives them their first lead of the night. Just seconds before intermission, look at Hunter Olsen off the draw. What an effort. Beats the keeper for his second of the season. Thunderhawks came ready to go. Heaven Hamling, she was the catalyst. Buries the triple here, 32 on the night. Bachman again. This one from the parking lot, that extends the lead. Gastlake Bina then got going. Ethan Brown, look at this drive and finish. That's called science, the spin and 5-point lead. Jalen Jansen just bullies his way in the end zone for 6 more. Just like that, 14-0 Pioneers. A lot of big plays in the first half, but this may be the biggest. Jack DeWolf to Luke DeWolf. Looks like an 8-yard out, but he gets up the field and just toying with every defender. He's off to the races. No one's going to catch him. The defense stingy the rest of the way. E.J. Olszewski says, I'll take that. His 5th pick of the season. The Gangrene deep in Husky territory. Exciting opening set back and forth, but the Rams prevail. Victoria Johnson, that's called placement. 25-23 set victory. And Aiden Hellwig puts the game away. Degree of difficulty, expert. The perfect placement for the score. Forecast was cold, but the Beavers offense hot. Rachel Norton behind the defense and finishes 1-0 BSU. The 200-yard freestyle, and this one comes down to the wire. Lumberjack captain Sam Hendricks pulls away, wins by less than a second. The meet belonged to Brainerd senior Kiana Christensen. Fantastic on the bars. Wins at 8.9, also takes first on the floor. Finally, 3 singles. Savannah Hagan, the newcomer. What an impact she's made. Great shot, also wins in straight sets, 6-1, 6-2. An exciting one at 170 Park Rapids. Cody Dravis down in the final seconds, but gets the fall with 2 ticks to go. Football is back and ready to take over fall nights. And to get you excited for the upcoming 2017 season, here's a little preview. Well, if there are any doubts of Central getting back to the Kohl Center, Kobe King and the Red Raiders put them to rest early. 20 of his 41 points before intermission to give Central a big lead heading into the locker room. Eden Nimbley, one of the 5 senior starters on this team, goes over 1,000 career points tonight in the win. She told me after the game that there is unfinished business after last year's championship loss. Scott Christofferson, Jimmy Whitehead, Bronson Caning, Matt Thomas, Bailey Kale, Kobe King. How does it feel to be mentioned in that group of guys?
I remember being a young guy and I played at the Y for Richie Johnson, and Scott Christopherson was always there. And I just remember him doing drills where instead of shooting like 3-pointers, he'd be shooting from back here.
They've kind of been our unspoken mentors. Those are all guys that we've known. We know Jimmy very well because of Keontae, and we know Matt very well just through AAU and stuff. We know Bronson because he played for the Playground Warriors, so we were always around those guys. So they're just our unspoken mentors, and we grew up wanting to be like them.
It's called Hockey Town USA for a reason. The Warroad girls are heading back to state for the 9th time since 2006 after cruising through Section 8A for the 3rd straight year. And they're already off to a fast 3-0 start this season, outscoring their opponents by 110 points. Getting up and down the court. And they're motivated to get over the hump in their section, hoping to get another crack at defending 7A champs, Mountain Iron Buell. It also helps bringing back the school's all-time leading scorer and Stephen F. Austin signee Heaven Hamling, who impacts the game in multiple ways. They tore up the turf this past fall with a runner-up finish in 9-man. Now they're doing the same on the court. Leadership and experience separate the good from the great. And for this Panthers boys basketball team, well, they bring almost everyone back from last year's 21-win season. One of those leaders is starting safety and quarterback Jack DeWolf that leads a balanced attack offensively. It was a win they wanted bad. Thursday's 3-set sweep of Ada Borup, Norman County West. They also look for more playmakers on offense and think they got a good one in the 6'4" tight end from DeForest, Wisconsin, Bryce Duffy. Offensively, they'll once again lean on their top 2 returning scorers, Javion Green and Sharif Black, along with senior guard Christian Bakaric. And with a new year comes new faces to add to the mix. with the freshman class fitting right in the first couple weeks. On the ice, one of the biggest question marks replacing All-American netminder Brittany Mowat, but they like what's coming back between the pipes. Even though rocks have been sliding for years, the U18 level is still very new. In only its second year as part of the USCA, it's sweeping its way to the curling capital of the United States.
Fishing's one of those unique sports where we practice from dark to dark, we fish all day long, and we're competing against something else that has a brain.
Little mini gels,